A major landslide continues to threaten homes in Rolling Hills Estates. 10 homes were destroyed when the hillside gave way over the weekend. Eyewitness News reporter Annabelle Munoz is live at the scene with the latest. Annabelle?
Hi, good morning, Irene. You can see one of those homes behind me, but let's go to some aerial footage so you can see just how massive this impact is. We just spoke with Supervisor Janice Hahn, and as you mentioned, she described 10 of these homes as actively collapsing, as gone. She says there's nothing that they can do about those homes at this point. There are still several homes, a few, maybe 3, I believe, on the perimeter that they are assessing. They say that there's no movement of those homes, but they may be encouraging those residents to get their belongings as a precaution. But again, that assessment is still going to be taking place to determine what the threat to those surrounding homes is. Now, as we mentioned throughout our reporting, residents who live in this neighborhood reported cracking and different loud sounds for several days up until Saturday, when at 4 p.m. a water leak was reported and the fire department evacuated 12 homes considered to be under this threat. Let's take a listen to some of that sound. Supervisor Han says you can hear that cracking really every minute. She's spoken with several residents who have been impacted. We understand that all of them have found shelter for now. Some people have lived here a bit longer than others. She told us there's one family that just moved in 2 months ago, saying that several of these homeowners don't know if they are insured, and that new resident is particularly concerned. As far as those 10 homes that again are described as a loss, right now they're actively collapsing and authorities are waiting for them to arrive at their resting place at the bottom of the ravine below. Listen to Supervisor Han.
The significant movement of the earth is unbelievable. I think it has moved another 20 feet from last night. We're now seeing entire homes that have collapsed and are into the ravine behind their home. So it is moving quickly. At this point, there's nothing, I'm told, that we can do to prevent any movement.
Now, we understand that the actual cause, to determine that, will take some time. There will be a geologist and a soil expert on site to determine that, and to also potentially give those additional residents peace of mind in terms of their homes in the surrounding area. Again, these residents have, according to Supervisor Han, found shelter, but she does advise any of them who are impacted to contact the City of Rolling Hills Estate, which has set up an EOC, an emergency management plan. And so that is one avenue for support. And of course, there may also be additional county resources. We are hoping to get an update from the fire department later this afternoon, and we'll get that to you as soon as possible.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube channel, and download the ABC7 Los Angeles streaming app on Fire TV, Android TV, Apple TV, and Roku to watch on your TV.